LA Rider is brought to you by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers, serving Louisiana motorcyclists and their families for nearly 2 decades. Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers for the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign.
When you're on a motorcycle, you got to look out for all kinds of stuff. But after a crash, it's a danger you can't see that can really get you.
The insurance company is working behind the scenes to deny you compensation.
They're building a case against you, but at Dudley DeBosier, we're working for you.
Keep your head on a swivel. Let these guys look out for you. Motorcycle crash? Demand different. Demand Dudley DeBosier. 444-4444.
Welcome to another great edition of LA Rider, Louisiana's only weekly television show dedicated to motorcycle lifestyles, travel, and adventure. I'm T.W. Robinson, so glad you're joining us today. This week we check out the Crawfish Hole, an outdoor restaurant that has everyone talking, and a few folks singing too. Tammy Arnder takes a ride across the border into Arkansas for a visit to a little place called Big E's. And Amanda Joe is here to tell us all about the big skilled riding shootout at Grand Prairie, Texas. All this coming up on this week's edition of LA Rider. So kickstands up, everyone. It's time to ride.
LA Rider is brought to you by the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign, a 501c3 nonprofit organization exclusively dedicated to promoting motorcycle awareness and rider safety throughout Louisiana and the nation.
I didn't see him.
She just came out of nowhere.
Oh God, what am I gonna do?
Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us.
See us. Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us.
Save us.
Nearly 2/3 of all motorcycle fatalities are caused by distracted and inattentive drivers. Please, watch for motorcycles.
Welcome back. We ride US 190 west of Baton Rouge a lot. It's a great way to avoid the super slab across the Atchafalaya Swamp. Plus, there are a lot of great places to stop along the way, like the Crawfish Hole in Livonia. For the third time in as many weeks, Red Ryder and I were headed west on US Highway 190 on a food quest. And this time the lyrics of an old song were buzzing around in my head. You know, the one that goes, "You get a line and I'll get a pole." Well, ever since I heard about an outdoor restaurant in Livonia, Louisiana called the Crawfish Hole, I have been humming the lyrics to the Crawdad song. Perhaps no single food says Louisiana more than crawfish, and I heard that some of the best crawfish and other seafood dishes as well could be found at the Crawfish Hole. Well, I've passed the place several times recently, but this time I was stopping in. And while I wasn't carrying a line and a pole, I was packing a pretty big appetite. Who said we wouldn't make it in time? Now, if you're looking for fancy tables and air conditioning, this may not be for you. Seating here is wire spools and picnic tables, and it's all outdoors. But even though temperatures were approaching 90, I was pleasantly surprised to find it quite cool underneath the large pavilion. The menu is large and not just limited to crawfish. You'll find pasta dishes, barbecue, and steaks, as well as burgers, po' boys, and even tacos. But since I had been singing the Crawdad song all the way here, I decided to stick with the mudbug theme. Beginning with 2 appetizers, crawfish queso and chips, and something called crawfish payas. Ooh, yummy, yummy. All right. Crawfish queso. Oh God, this is fabulous. Woo! Yummy. Trying to get a crawfish in there. I think this is going to be my meal. Ooh, these are hot. Hot, hot, hot. Very hot. Look at that. She said I'd be happy. I'm happy. Very good. I followed up the appetizers with a platter of boiled crawfish and swamp pop tacos with a side of fries. The crawfish were perfectly seasoned. Some people go overboard with the cayenne. Not here. They were just the way I like them. When I get boiled crawfish, it usually takes me a while. I'll be here the rest of the afternoon trying to eat this many. The tacos, which contain fried shrimp, a tangy sauce, cheese, and something called Cajun slaw, were especially delicious. Wonderful. That's great. The Crawfish Hole is owned and operated by Trent Bergeron and Jared Murphy. There's a full bar featuring a number of signature cocktails, plus games for the kids and adults as well. Did you get it? Cha-ching! We're told that plans are also underway for an indoor seating area, but we like it just fine the way it is. Well, I don't know what else to say. The food was great, the service was great, and the atmosphere was great. It was just all great. Need to check it out. Next time you're headed through Livonia on US 190, don't drive by. Stop in at the Crawfish Hole. You don't need a line and a pole, just a healthy appetite. Not a crawfish fan? No worries. There's plenty of other good things on the menu, and they are all good. Check them out. We'll be right back.
Motocross? We've got it at G & Gonzalez in Baton Rouge. All the bikes, all the gear, and the expertise to help make you #1 at the track. From beginner to expert, we've got just what you need at G & Gonzalez in Baton Rouge. Come see us today at G & Gonzalez, Louisiana's oldest family-owned power sports dealer, located in downtown Baton Rouge in the shadow of the state capitol.
Race on down to G & Gonzalez. Becoming #1 starts here.
We're waiting for you!
At Jandy Imports, we have everything for your ride. From high-quality leather jackets, vests, and chaps, to saddlebags, luggage, and riding boots. We have a large selection of helmets, too, and feature a full line of AMSOIL and bike care products. At Jandy Imports, you'll find the area's largest selection of patches, all sewn on for you while you wait. You need it? We've got it. At Jandy Imports, the little store with the big inventory.
Come see us at Jandy Imports.
For more than 40 years, Robert Rad Leonard has provided South Louisiana motorcyclists with all their needs, from a showroom jam-packed with all the latest gear to a full-service shop featuring skilled technicians who handle everything from routine service to complete engine rebuilds. Rad Cycles also carries a huge selection of pre-owned models and has the area's largest inventory of used bike parts. For all your riding needs, do what South Louisiana motorcyclists have been doing since 1978. Go Rad. Rad Cycles. They're rider recommended.
For the best in restorative and cosmetic dental care, choose Dr. Jason Hutto. Your smile is important, and so is your overall oral health. And at the dental office of Jason Hutto, our aim is to provide the highest quality dental care. From implants and cosmetic procedures to fillings, root canals, and cleaning, choose Dr. Jason Hutto.
Hi, I'm Jason Hutto. Call for your appointment today.
But not on Fridays. That's the day we ride.
Out on the road, you got to play it safe. But after a crash, you got to play it smart. Call Dudley DeBosier.
If you've been hurt in a motorcycle wreck, you can't afford to let the insurance company steer you wrong.
At Dudley DeBosier, our motorcycle lawyers have recovered millions for riders just like you.
If you have to lay it down, wise up and lawyer up. Call these guys. Motorcycle crash? Demand different. Demand Dudley DeBosier. 444-4444.
Looking for a trailer? Check out Mike Gerald's Trailer Depot. At Mike's 2 Baton Rouge locations, you'll find a huge inventory of high-quality motorcycle trailers, boat trailers, cargo trailers, utility trailers, and custom-built trailers. Plus, the largest inventory of trailer parts and accessories in the area. Can't find that perfect trailer? Let Mike build one for you. Mike Gerald's Trailer Depot. 2 locations in Baton Rouge to serve you. They're Rider recommended.
As I mentioned last week, Tammy has moved back to Nashville again. Not sure how many times she's moved there in the last 20 years. I lost count at around 4. Anyway, Tammy and I did a little riding, a little partying, and a lot of eating before she left Monroe last month. And one of the places we visited was a tiny grocery store in Wilmot, Arkansas.
As TW and I leave Warhawk Harley, we're headed north. It's a wind in your hair kind of day. Well, maybe a few more clouds than we would have liked, but we stared Mother Nature down and we won. Not even one raindrop fell on our heads, but I was ready, opting not to chance it and keeping the rain gear on the entire time. That's probably why it didn't rain. And the trip through Ouachita and Morehouse parishes is so scenic, especially this time of year, along Highways 133, 425, and 165. There are little farming communities like Swartz and Oak Ridge and Bonita, all surrounded with rich agriculture, from corn, soybeans, and rice. Lots of rice. This area is also home to Kennedy Rice Mill and Dryers, a woman-owned business that not only handles the rice grown and harvested in this area, but Merrill Kennedy and her family also package and distribute several exclusive rice products under the Four Sisters brand, and it's distributed throughout America. One of the first towns you come to when you cross over the border into Arkansas is Wilmot. And our good friend Wendell Chenault said we had to try Big E's Grocery and Deli. Now, I have to admit, we were a bit skeptical, but we were pleasantly surprised.
Big E's.
I bet that's Big E behind the counter. I want the cheeseburger, no mustard on it, but everything else, and extra mayo, and fried okra.
I would like the fried bologna sandwich and an order of okra, fried okra.
You guys going with me? All right, we'll be right outside. Right outside.
All right, got you guys ready now.
You got us ready.
That's right.
It's a brown bag lunch.
That's right. Brown bag
lunch. I had a cheeseburger,
whatever.
And okra, no mustard.
Oh, no, cheeseburger or no mustard.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I got you. I got the bag now. Yeah, you go right there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Big E.
All right, this is no okra and bologna sandwich.
That's it.
Okay.
Mmm.
Oh, that's the okra. It's
great. Is it good?
Oh my gosh, is it good? Mmm. Fried to perfection. I'll be finished before he gets back with the fork.
I'm ready. Look at this. Look at this monstrosity. And if I eat all of it, don't judge me.
That is huge.
Oh my word.
Ooh, oh my God, this thing weighs a pound.
Oh, how funny.
That is, oh my goodness. Ooh,
right,
goodness.
Let's see it. Good?
Oh my God, that is good. I grew up on the little thin bologna that you could see through. This is real bologna.
Thank you, Jesus, for the food. Okay, whew, girl. Hope my shocks are in good working order. Because I think I'm about 20 pounds heavier.
Well, I did have to take this.
Oh, you Lucy did a loop.
I told Big E I haven't had a fried bologna sandwich since I was a kid, but I've never had one like that.
Right. He had it like a steak.
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah, and my fried bologna sandwiches when I was a kid were thin. My daddy used to cut these little. Yeah. Anyway, that was a meal.
That was a real bologna sandwich.
Yeah, that was gosh. Well, my cheeseburger was the best I think I've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd come back tomorrow. Yeah. Well, maybe give me 3 days. Not tomorrow. Yeah. All right, you ready to head back to the house?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack.
I didn't see him.
Watch for us.
She just came out of nowhere.
See us.
God, what are they gonna do?
Save us.
Please watch for motorcycles. You might just save someone's life.
Want a high-quality used motorcycle delivered to your door with a money-back guarantee? At usedbikesdirect.com, you can choose from hundreds of high-quality American, Japanese, and European motorcycles. Just browse our website, pick your bike, get your financing, and arrange your trade-in, all from the comfort of your home. And we'll deliver it straight to your door for free, complete with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Buying a used motorcycle has never been easier or safer. Just go to usedbikesdirect.com and start shopping.
I didn't see him.
Watch for us.
She just came out of nowhere.
See us.
God, what are they gonna do?
Save us.
Please watch for motorcycles. You might just save someone's life.
Support motorcycle safety and encourage other drivers to watch for motorcycles. Purchase a motorcycle awareness specialty plate for your car, truck, or motorcycle. For an additional $25 a year, you can help the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign promote safety, awareness, and training programs throughout Louisiana.
I'm T.W. Robinson. No matter what you ride, put a MAC plate on it and help support motorcycle awareness wherever you go.
Improve your skills. Make U-turns with ease. Tighten your corners and ride with more confidence and greater control. Sign up now for Cajun Thunder's Motorcycle Skills Training Course, taught by Police Instructor Mike Richard and Amanda Joe at Cajun Thunder's state-of-the-art facility in Ponchatoula. Take your riding skills to the next level with Cajun Thunder's Rider Advancement Training. Motocross? We've got it at G & Gonzalez in Baton Rouge. All the bikes, all the gear, and the expertise to help make you #1 at the track. From beginner to expert, we've got just what you need at G & Gonzalez in Baton Rouge. Come see us today at G & Gonzalez, Louisiana's oldest family-owned power sports dealer, located in downtown Baton Rouge in the shadow of the state capitol.
Race on down to G & Gonzalez. Becoming #1 starts here.
We're waiting for you!
Out on the road, you got to play it safe. But after a crash, you got to play it smart. Call Dudley DeBosier.
If you've been hurt in a motorcycle wreck, you can't afford to let the insurance company steer you wrong.
At Dudley DeBosier, our motorcycle lawyers have recovered millions for riders just like you.
If you have to lay it down, wise up and lawyer up. Call these guys. Motorcycle crash? Demand different. Demand Dudley DeBosier. 444-4444.
Welcome back. I'm T.W. Robinson, and this is LA Rider.
Team Cajun Thunder has been racking up the wins in this year's skilled riding competitions. Last week, Amanda told us about Daytona. This week, she talks about Grand Prairie, Texas. So Amanda, give me the lowdown on Grand Prairie. Was this your first time at Grand Prairie?
Yes, it was, and it was an incredible competition. I tell you, those Texas competitions are something else. You go over there and they're like, bring whatever you want, we're just gonna ride, and we're gonna ride hard, and they all practice, and they are all so good. They want you to compete against someone else when you're both at your best. So they have two separate speed runs. They have track A and track B. So on the first day of the real competition, they'll have you run track A and track B, and you get your times. But then on the second day, they let you run track A and track B again, and they take your best time out of both of them because they want you to be at your best when you compete against everybody else. And for the slow ride, a lot of places we go, it's a one and done. So you do what you do, and that's it. If you put your foot down in the beginning, that's it, too bad. But there, they gave you 2 or 3 free and then let you buy in as many times as you want to get your absolute best time. Wow. It's amazing. I think that is the best way to do it. What they do is they take your speed runs, your slow ride, and your challenge ride, and they combine all the times, and that's your overall score. So if you make a big mistake in any of them, it could cost you the overall. Now, of course, they give awards out for each individual event, but we're always after the Mr. Rodeo. Right. And they had first, second, and third place Mr. Rodeo, which was really cool, for civilians and for police. So this challenge ride, it was a good challenge ride. It was the badge number of a fallen Grand Prairie officer, so it was great that they put the number out there. And so you go in and you do the number of the badge all brakeless, and then once you get out of the number, you go and pick up a tennis ball, and you got your brakes back now, and you go around a weave, and then you have to put a tennis ball back down on a cone, and then you exit. So what they did here was, if you used your brakes at all, it was a 25-second penalty. Ooh. 25 seconds. That is so, I mean, at that point, you're just like, I'm out of here. And then the other thing was, if you didn't put the ball back down, it was a 10-second penalty. And that's what happened to me. I could not get that ball on that cone. So from now on, it is tennis ball boot camp out here at Cajun Thunder. Oh, the slow ride. Oh my gosh. Okay, the slow ride was crazy. It's so simple. A little tiny bit this way and this way. It's like a little 45-degree angle. Very short, so it doesn't seem hard. It was one of the hardest slow rides we had ever come around. And I think it was because the slope was slanting a weird diagonal this way, and then it changed when you went this way, and I think that was strategic of them to set it up that way. But it was challenging, but it was really cool. They have an eliminator where they had 2 courses set up exactly the same, and it's like a drag race. You go in, and whoever wins, fastest time will move on, and the other person is eliminated. So I went through, 2 or 3 rounds and won, and then my dad did the same, where it finally came to he and I up against each other. Oh. I know, and everyone around was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? And so he won. It's all right.
Yeah, so I know Daytona has passed, but so when will your next competition be?
So our next competition is in Amarillo, Texas, and this year they've got it in a different location that we've never experienced something like this before. They've got a concrete pad, I believe, like ours, where they're going to have it brushed, and so it's going to be a great surface, but they're going to have it covered. It's going to be a covered platform. Covered surface, so they're gonna have like all the walls open and then the cover over. So that will be a lot better for this super hot July Amarillo heat when we're out there competing. So that'll be something we've never seen before.
Yeah, that should be interesting because there's just something different about being totally outside and then something covered. Yeah. Ooh, that should be interesting. But I certainly understand it about the heat, though. That's a plus there to keep the sun off of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm going to put that on my calendar.
aren't a lot of twists and turns on US Highway 51. But on a beautiful October Saturday morning, it doesn't really matter. Just getting out on the bike and getting your face in the wind is great therapy on just about any highway, especially when it's a cool, sunny day. Besides, US Highway 51 is still a great road to ride, even though it is pretty much straight as an arrow. The pavement is smooth, the traffic is generally light, and the scenery is great. The segment between Ponchatoula and Kentwood also takes you through great towns like Tickfaw and Independence, where you can always stop and poke around if you want to do a little exploring. But on this particular morning, we already had a destination in mind, and it was just outside Kentwood. In less than an hour, we were pulling into Skinnies, a northern Tangipahoa Parish restaurant that has been serving the people of southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi for more than half a century. Now don't let the name fool you. You won't get skinny eating at Skinnies. In fact, you will be well fed. Skinnies is known primarily for their barbecue, but they also feature great seafood, steaks, and plate lunches. They also make a pretty mean hamburger too. Skinnies also has a full bar and banquet hall, and they have a second location in Macomb. If you are looking for great home-cooked food at a reasonable price and friendly service to boot, check out Skinnies. Bikers are always welcome.
I'm T.W. Robinson. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel, for another great edition of LA Rider. As always, we haven't been everywhere, but it's on our list. See you next week.
LA Rider is brought to you by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers, serving Louisiana motorcyclists and their families for nearly 2 decades. Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers for the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign.
When you're on a motorcycle, you got to look out for all kinds of stuff. But after a crash, it's a danger you can't see that can really get you.
The insurance company is working behind the scenes to deny you compensation.
They're building a case against you, but at Dudley DeBosier, we're working for you.
Keep your head on a swivel. Let these guys look out for you. Motorcycle crash? Demand different. Demand Dudley DeBosier. 444-4444.
God bless chrome cowgirls like us.